In this lesson, we will cover the role of resistance in the circuit in full detail. First of all, add a resistor to the Tinkercad workspace. Set the value of the resistor to 330 ohm. The 330 ohm resistor consists of orange, and brown colors. Then we will measure the value of the resistor using a multimeter. Add a multimeter to the workspace. So what is a multimeter? Devices that measure amperage are called ammeters, devices that measure voltage are called voltmeters, and devices that measure resistance are called ohmmeters. Multimeter is used for devices that measure both amperage, voltage, and resistance. We will use the multimeter to measure resistance. We can adjust the direction of the resistance here. After adjusting the direction of the resistor, connect one end of the multimeter to one end of the resistor, and do the same for the other ends. Direction is not important in resistors, that is, they do not have positive and negative poles. It is all the same whether we connect the resistor in this way or reverse the direction. Now let's run the simulation and select the option on the multimeter. As you can see, the resistance shows 330 ohms. So what role does this resistor play in the circuit? Now we will carry out an example study on this. A battery connection is needed first. Type battery in this section. Add the battery here. Various electronic devices are connected to this battery. Delete these. We added the battery that provides 4.5 volt power. Then we need one LED. LED stands for light emitting diode. So what is a diode? Diode is a circuit element that conducts electric current in one direction. You see the symbol of LED, which is one of the diode types. When we examine this symbol, we see that the current should flow from anode to cathode, that is, from positive to negative. For this, the anode should be connected to positive line and the cathode should connected to negative. Otherwise, as we can see from the straight line on the symbol, current is not allowed to pass. Therefore, the LED allows the current to pass in one direction. And we always have to make a positive connection to the long leg of the LED and a negative connection to the short leg. Now let's connect the LED to the circuit. Connect the positive end to the long leg of the LED. And connect the negative to the short leg. When we make this connection without using any resistor, a voltage of 4.5 volts will be applied to the LED, although more than 2 volts should not be applied to it, and in this case, when we run the simulation, we see that the LED is damaged and explodes. So what should we do to fix this? We should have drawn some of the 4.5 volt voltage from the lead to the resistor. Let's make an example circuit about that. Copy the battery part with Ctrl+C and paste it with Ctrl+V. Then multiply the LED in the same way with Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V. Add a resistor. Set the value of the resistor to 330 ohms. Set up the same circuit, this time with resistors. Connect the resistor to the positive terminal of the power supply. And connect the positive side of the LED with the other leg of the resistor. Then connect the negative terminal of the battery to the other leg of the LED. When we make the connection in this way and run the simulation, the LED will not be damaged, because the resistor will resist the current and prevent the LED from being damaged. So how do we test this as a measurement? For this, add a multimeter. And add another one. Now we will measure how much voltage across the resistor. For this, connect the positive pole of the multimeter to one leg of the resistor. Change the color of this cable to red, because red color is generally preferred for the positive wire. We could have changed this part as well. Let's make the voltage red, ground black. Also connect the ground wire to the other terminal point of the resistor. Adjust the cable's color to black. Restart the simulation for another run. As you can see, multimeter is on voltage measurement section, and it indicates a 2.53 volt voltage across the resistor. We conducted a test to confirm that 2.5 volts were measured across the resistor out of the 4.5 volts supplied by the battery. So where is the remaining part? The leftover part is situated on the LED. We should connect the multimeter to the LED at this point. Start the connections from the positive terminals. The cable should be in the color red. Next, connect the negative terminals. Make this one black. Now, let's conduct the test again. We recorded that, with the 4.5-volt battery, a voltage of 2.5 volts was observed across the 330 ohm resistor. The remaining 1.96 volts is present across the LED. Hence, the resistor functioned as a voltage divider, safeguarding the LED from harm. If you apply a voltage of 2 volts to the red LED, it won't incur any damage. You see the operating voltages on the screen according to the colors of the LEDs. Using resistors, we can regulate the voltage for the LED. We will also prevent damage to LEDs on Arduino by implementing similar circuit setups. There are some points to consider regarding the connection of a multimeter to a circuit in series or parallel. When measuring resistance, it is necessary to first disconnect the resistance from the circuit or cut off the circuit's power. As you can see here, the multimeter, in the resistance mode, is measuring a resistance value of 330 ohms. However, when attempting to make the same measurement on the circuit, we encounter an error. Because measuring the value on the resistor is not feasible when there is energy in the circuit, switch back to the voltage setting. In that case, how do we go about measuring it? We can remove the battery, in other words, cut off the circuit's power. For this, disconnect this cable. Restart the simulation again. When we select the resistance mode, we can measure the value on the resistor. However, we cannot perform this operation while there is energy in the circuit. We either need to remove the resistor from the circuit or cut off the circuit's power. An error occurs when power is supplied. In the present setup, is the multimeter connected to the resistor in series or parallel? It is connected in parallel. When measuring the voltage of the LED, we also connect the multimeter in parallel to be able to measure the potential difference between the positive and negative terminals of the LED. Here, we connect the multimeter in parallel to the resistor so that we can calculate the resistance value it presents against the current flow. We learned that when measuring resistance and voltage with a multimeter, it is necessary to make a parallel connection. So, if we want to measure the current value, how will the multimeter connection be? Let's talk about this. To measure current, the multimeter needs to have a current passing through it. For this, the multimeter needs to be connected in series, not parallel, to the points where the current will be measured. Let's pause the simulation and disconnect the connection cable. Then, add a new multimeter to the workspace. Afterwards, connect the positive terminal of the multimeter to the LED. Because the positive line is coming from this side. Finally, connect the negative terminal of the multimeter to the negative point of the battery. Organize the cables like this and set their colors to red and black. In other words, connect positive to positive and negative to negative. Run the simulation. The multimeter is currently in voltage measurement mode. Switch this to the current measurement mode. As you can see, the current value is at 7.67 milliamperes. In a series circuit, this current passes through all elements. The current of 7.67 milliamperes is passing through the resistor and the LED with the same magnitude. Following that, it passes through the multimeter, measurements are conducted, and then it loops back to the power source, thereby closing the current path. It's crucial to note here that the multimeter should be connected in series during current measurement. There is a fundamental law in electrical calculations known as Ohm's law. V equals I times R. In this formula, the voltage value is equivalent to the multiplication of current and resistance. Using this formula, we can also calculate the voltage across the resistor. The calculation in this context involves determining the voltage, considering the known values of current and resistance. First, convert 7.67 milliamperes to amperes. Next, by multiplying ampere value with the resistance of 330 ohms, we find the value of 2.53 volts. Utilizing Ohm's law, we can perform calculations regarding the resistor's value that needs to be connected to the circuit, and the voltage across the elements, and the current magnitude in the circuit. In this lesson, we discuss the significance of resistance in the circuit, the usage of the multimeter, and the connection methods for measuring resistance, voltage, and current. Moreover, we conducted a brief calculation example illustrating Ohm's law. Until our next lesson, take care.